I just clicked it.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Oh, yeah. Good evening, Sim. We're here at Talladega Superspeedway for a Tuesday night Sundown Showdown. It's 40 laps brought to you by KCDI Studios. I'm your host, Josh Bonwell. If you were here with us last night, you've seen some pretty great racing. 3 cautions, and really our first significant 4-wide racing that didn't result in a crash. Jason Maines took the win. Can he do it again? Or maybe it will be our 2022 SIMCAR champion, Kenneth McCullough. And there are several others out there tonight, each with a chance to take the money. Drivers have finished qualifying. We'll get the SIMCAR starting grid rundown for you here. Waiting for the drivers to finish taking the grid here. We get our timing and scoring up to get you the SIMCAR starting grid rundown. Another great day for racing here at Talladega. Looks like we've had about 23 drivers take the grid tonight. And rolling off in first position is going to be Raymond Rittenhauer, with Andrew Navarro starting second on his outside. Third position is Matthew Lee. Jason Maines will start in fourth. Matthew Baker will round out your top five, with Sean Corbett starting in sixth. Sean Hill will start in seventh position. Eighth position will start Kenneth McCullough Jr., and ninth position sees Ian Martin. Autumn Koger starts in 10th position. David Sheets starts in 11th, with Christopher Blanchard starting 12th. Jeffrey Ford, owner of FEG PC, will start in 13th. 14th starts Ron Morris Jr. 15th is Michael Daly. And Jacob Skodo starts in 16th. Ambrose Nebels will start in 17th. 18th starts Jimmy Socks. 19th is Mark Vondell. And Dylan Jones will round out your top 20. 21st starts Daniel Eberhardt. And Christopher McCullough will start in 22nd position. That's 22 drivers taking the field tonight. A lot of these drivers just coming over for the practice race for the prelude to the 500 put on by Ron Morris Racing. That'll be going on February 18th, so you guys want to make sure and check that out. Drivers coming through turns 3 and 4. Pace car is down. Raymond Rittenhauer in the 87 is waiting on the green flag.
Green, green, green.
Green flag is out. We're racing at Talladega. Cars 2x2 coming onto the backstretch. Raymond Rittenhauer maintaining the lead on the bottom. Got Andrew Navarro in the 42 pushing hard on the outside. He wants to get the position. Not quite clear going into 3 is Navarro. Matt Lee on the bottom pushing Ray Rittenhauer. He's going to have the 5 of Matthew Baker behind him with a little bit of a gap. 4 trucks in that middle line. We've got a third line trying to form up, being led by Kenneth McCullough. Trucks now heading into 3 and 4. 3 wide for the lead. Like Kenneth McCullough being pushed by, let's see who that is. Autumn Koger in the 19. Several trucks filing up to that third line now. Andrew Navarro leads at the line. Still Raymond Rittenhauer on the bottom. Trucks 3 wide for the lead as we head into turn 3. Seen some pretty exciting 4 wide racing action last night. Think it's still a little too soon for that though. Hopefully these drivers won't get that aggressive. Andrew Navarro leading in that middle line at the line again. Kenneth McCullough trying to get that third line working. All 3 lines pretty equalized out at this point. Third line losing a little bit of momentum down the backstretch. Andrew Navarro trying to get clear. Navarro being pushed by Maines. Navarro's clear, he'll jump down to the borrow, and that put Maines in the lead in the middle line. Kenneth McCullough still trying to get that outside lane working. It gets organized for a lap or 2, and then it breaks up. And there, right. Kenneth McCullough jumps down to the bottom in turn 2. He'll lead the bottom line going down the backstretch. That puts Autumn Koger in the lead of the top line in the 19. Pardon us, folks, as we have a little glitch here in the system to get our timing and scoring working. Kenneth McCullough continuing to lead in the bottom line. Jason Maines still trying to get the middle line working. Navarro now pushing McCullough. We've got Daniel Eberhard in the 90 up there in the middle line, 4 back. Sean Hill now pushing Jason Maines. Maines in the 21. Cars settle down to 2 wide. Looks like just Autumn Koger left up there in the top line. She's getting joined by someone. Can't quite tell who that is yet. Oh, several trucks jumping up to that third line again now. These drivers have a 50% fuel load tonight. They should be able to go 15 to 17 laps, somewhere in there. We should see 2, if not 3, green flag pit stops. SIMCAR adding a little bit of complexity to the race tonight. 40 laps and 50% fuel. These drivers will have to be on top of it. Kenneth McCullough in the 03 continues to lead in the bottom line. Christopher McCullough being shown 37 seconds off of the lead draft. He's the only driver in danger of going a lap down right now. That's 21 drivers in the lead draft. Long there with Matt Lee. Drivers now on the front stretch to complete lap 4 of 8. Field settling down to 2 wide racing. Just as I say that, we got a car trying to go up into the 3rd line. Looks like he kind of got faked up there a little bit. Maine's leading that outside line in the 21. 2022 SIMCAR champ Kenneth McCullough still leading the bottom line in the 03. Behind him you have Andrew Navarro in the 42. Downhill pushing Maines. Third line breaks out, leaving Maines. Maines will go down into the bottom line. A little bit of position shuffling there. That'll put the 77 of Sean Hill into the lead of the top line. '90 now pushing Hill around the track. It's the 90 of Daniel Eberhardt. Settling down a little bit as we come to complete lap 10 of this 40-lap race tonight. I'd like to thank all of the fans for joining us tonight. Looks like the field is about to catch the 94 of Christopher McCullough. That'll put him a lap down, but he'll be the only car a lap down if a caution comes out. And he can avoid the incident. That'll get him the lucky dog. McCullough going to the top of the track. Respectful thing to do there. He'll grab onto the rear of the draft and try to hang on. Looking back at the nose of Matthew Baker. And the 5 truck there. Following Matthew Lee around the track. Sean Hill now pushing the 90 of Daniel Eberhardt. No, sorry, Hill's down to the bottom now in the lead of the bottom line in front of Kenneth McCullough, and that puts Daniel Eberhardt in the lead of the top line with Autumn Koger in the 19 pushing him. Going back through the field a little bit there, Andrew Navarro's running in 5th. Ron Morris Jr.'s moved his truck up to 6th. Jason Maine's currently running 7th. David Sheets has brought his truck into the top 10 up in 8th. Ray Rittenhauer's running 9th, and Mark Vandell rounds out your top 10. Most of the field going single filed into turns 1 and 2. Looks like the field preparing for green flag pit stops coming up in the next couple of laps. Field scrambling to get single file. Maybe some communication over the radio about drivers getting ready to take in the pits. We'll watch him. There goes the Kenneth McCullough. Several drivers joining him. A lot of drivers trying to get onto pit road. One driver into the grass. He'll grab an unsafe entry. Not quite sure who that was. Still more than half of the field getting onto pit road there. Leaders looking a little dicey as they block for position. Looks like we've got Navarro up here. Matt Leo, and we got a driver getting sideways going into 3. They'll all pull off for the pit stop. Those drivers having a little bit of trouble getting around the track after that last pit stop came in there. Like it broke these drivers' concentration up, and that's going to hurt them. Back with your provisional leaders now. That's the 77 of Sean Hill. We got Jason Maines there. Matthew Baker in the 5 trying to get that. 21 truck's going to get clear. Hill will shut the door on the bottom now. Riding on board with Kenneth McCullough as he pushes Sean Hill around the track. Autumn Koger's view of Kenneth McCullough. Daniel Eberhardt and Jason Maines. These drivers kind of spread out on the track now. We've got a pack of about 8-9 cars here, and all of the rest look to be spread out over about 10 seconds from the lead draft. Watching these drivers put their times there on the left. See a lot of these drivers putting down 54-second laps, whereas the leaders are putting down 51-second laps. There you can see the battle box on the bottom right of your screen. There we see Daniel Eberhardt jumping up 17 positions from his starting position. So that may be for that lap. Not sure, I'll have to look into how that box works a little closer. Sean Hill in the 77 leading now. Kenneth McCullough pushing him in the 03. Autumn Koger in the 19th is in 3rd place. The 90 of Daniel Eberhardt in 4th. 21 of Jason Maines rounds out your top 5. Like most of the drivers have caught up to the lead draft. They'll run single file around the raceway. Looks like 2 distinct packs and 2 drivers running solo according to our track map at the top right. The 2 draft packs are separated by 28 seconds. My guess is that would be everybody who had a complication on pit road. Well, now we settle into that point in the race where the drivers just start ticking off laps, try to get settled in and ready for the next green flag pit stop. As I say that, the 21 of Jason Maines and the 5 of Matt Baker jump to the outside. Maybe this line just not going fast enough for him. Several more drivers joining Maines and Baker in the outside lane. That's the 90 of Eberhardt and the 87 of Ray Rittenhauer. Ray Rittenhauer a lap down. Dylan Jones in the 4, also a lap down. Raymond Rittenhauer, not the first driver, 1 lap down. Lead pack is down to 13 drivers. We're on lap 20 of this 40-lap event. Next time these drivers cross the line, we'll be halfway. Thank you all for joining us on this SIMCAR Tuesday Sundown Showdown. Drivers getting squirrely, coming out of 4. Looks like a couple spinning down into the bottom. F.B. Lee, one of the drivers involved, he'll get on the pit road. And no caution. We are halfway in this SIMCAR Series event. Jason Maines in the 21-year leader.
The yellow flag is out.
Function flag comes out. Looks like our race admin, John Mullahan, reviewing the incident, deciding a caution needing to be thrown. All right, and with that, we're going to go to a commercial, and we will be right back. Back live at Talladega. We're under caution for the first time tonight at the halfway point in this race. Drivers electing to come down to pit road. Top off with fuel. I don't think this will get them to the end. We may see a few drivers come back and top off at the end of this caution. Forgo track position for fuel, but I think they only have about 15 or 16 laps. Good deal. Just waiting for drivers to get through these caution laps here at Talladega. First and hopefully only caution we will see tonight. Just to recap a little bit for you, we've seen some 3-wide racing early on. Drivers got a little disorganized and they brought it back down to 2-wide racing. And we had our first green flag pit stop. That kind of broke the field up a little bit. And here we are under caution. Going back to look at that incident now. Like the 90 of Eberhardt just came down into the 19 of Autumn Koger. And that kind of started a chain reaction behind him. That got the 04 of Matt Lee. I can't see the other driver there. Drivers topping off for fuel here. Yeah, looks like the 90 of Eberhardt just got a little bit of a bad push coming out of 2. And then maybe again at the top line. That driver, I can't see the number who that is. I think those are black with the paint job. Maybe the 45 of Sean Corbett or Jacob Skodo. Can't quite tell. Nope, there's the 45. See if we can go on board here. Skodo, yep. Like Sean Corbett getting in the back of Skodo a little bit. Yep, right there. And that drove him down into the 04 of Matt Lee. Pace car lights are out.
Green flag, green flag.
We're back green at Talladega. Jason Main's taking over the lead in the 21 from the 5 of Matt Baker. Got the 46 of Michael Dally leading the top line now. Nice green and yellow Days of Thunder paint scheme. Like the 77 of Sean Hill. Third in line on the bottom. And back at Daniel Eberhardt. Drivers checking up a little bit going into turn 1. You can hear that motor throttling down hard. .46 of Michael Dally being pushed by the 57 of Jacob Skodo. Those two drivers, the only ones working on the top line right now. Lanes being pushed by Baker. Two veteran SIMCAR drivers are going to be hard to get around with little help. Here comes the 03 of Kenneth McCullough on the top line to help out. Several more drivers joining in behind him. Now 14 laps to go in this SIMCAR Series Tuesday night Sundown Showdown. Continuing to lead in the bottom line. Drivers starting to shuffle for position. Usually when these cars get 3 wide, the doors get slammed and you pretty much are where you are, but we've seen some 4 wide racing here lately that's pretty good, so these drivers may try it again tonight. Here we go, 3 wide for the lead is the 57 of Jacob Skodo. Leaving the 40s. Oh, he gets turned. They're wrecking on the front stretch. Looks like no caution though. Driver's getting it sorted out. That will break the field up a little bit. Still drivers spinning in 1 and 2, and that will bring out the caution. Under caution for the second time tonight at Talladega Superspeedway. We're going to take a quick commercial break and then we'll pick it back up right here. SIMCAR.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
We are back live. Back and have a look. That was the 57 of Jacob Skodo. Starting that caution, or at least getting turned. It looked like Michael Daly getting into the side of him. We'll see if we can get back and get a replay of that. Bear with us one moment, we're getting close. Drivers scrambling everywhere to try to avoid the wreck. Two drivers getting in the wall initially, getting it clean together, but then all of this behind them. Oh, this is a good angle. There's Daly getting out of the wall. Drivers trying to dodge down behind it. Another driver collects Matt Lee again there a little bit, getting him some right side damage. And these drivers still under pretty good speed going into the corner on that apron. There you can see the 90 of Daniel Eberhardt kind of pushing up into the 95, getting that driver turned. At this point, we're still not under caution under Speedway. But then more drivers piled into the corner, spinning, and that's what brought out the caution. Pace car lights are out now, and we're 10 laps to go. When these drivers come back around to take the green, it will be 9 laps. Jason Maines, your leader in the 21. Matthew Baker in the 5 will start outside of him. 77 of Sean Hill starts in 3rd. 03 of Kenneth McCullough will restart in 4th. Ron Morris has gotten his truck up into 5th position. Jimmy Sox will restart in 6th. Matt Lee restarts 7th. Christopher Blanchard restarts in 8th. Mark Bondell restarts in 9th. And Andrew Navarro will round out your top 10. David Sheets starts in 11th. Autumn Koger will start 12th. Ian Martin will restart in 13th. Dylan Jones in 14th. Ambrose Neville in 15th. 16th, Sean Hill. Jeffrey Ford's in 17th. Jacob Skoto in 18th. Michael Daly 19th. Christopher McCullough in 20th. He got his lap back. Daniel Eberhardt in 21st. Raymond Rittenhauer is in 22nd. Currently shown the only car 1 lap down. Well, we're getting into that money hour here in the SIMCAR races. Little thought for keeping it clean. Now you're just worried about finishing in the money. Pace car pulls off the track. Jason Maines in control of the field. Green flag is out for Jason Maines. He gets a pretty good jump there on the bottom. 77 of Sean Hill behind him, and a little bit of a gap between the two. Field kind of spreads out going into 1 and 2. Not the worst restart you could hope for. Matt Baker in the 5 outside all alone. Looks like the 21 getting shoved up by the 71 of Sean Hill. Now Baker and Maines in the outside line again. McCullough pushing Hill. Several drivers jump into the outside line now. Polo and Lee now the leaders of the outside line. It's going to put Hill in the 77-year leader on the bottom. Looks like the 76 of Ron Morris Jr. right behind him. Ron Morris, again, your promoter of the Prelude to the 500 on February the 18th. Again are these drivers. Autumn Koger in the 19 leading that third line. Looks like she's being pushed by the 4 of Dylan Jones. Jones and Koger trying to get that outside line working. Got the 06 of David Sheets joining them up there. There's the 95 of Jeffrey Ford trying to help out, fourth in line on the top. Still the 77-year leader on the bottom. 2022 SIMCAR champ Kenneth McCullough leading from the middle. 7 laps to go here at Talladega. Outside line trying to get forward momentum. Will they take it 4 wide? I know they can do it. I seen it last night. Hill and McCullough, your leaders down the backstretch. Ron Morris trying to get everything he can out of that 77 truck. Jimmy Sox in the 01 shoving his way into the top 5. Haven't seen much of Jimmy tonight. Still struggling as that third line to get that truck to the front row. Great 3 wide racing though. Drivers closing the gaps between those trucks and those corners. The 04 of Matt Lee now jumping to the outside line. Still you can see the 03 of Kenneth McCullough with the advantage going into 3. But then that bottom line sucks forward a little bit. Ray Rittenhauer still your only driver 1 lap down. He's hoping for a caution, but at this point it would take out most of the field. 4 laps to go. Hill, McCullough, and Lee are top 3. They're being pushed by Ron Morris Jr., Jason Maines, and Autumn Koger. Looks like we have 15 to 18 cars 3 wide. Outside line gaining some momentum now. Matt Lee trying to get clear of the 03 of Kenneth McCullough. Still that middle line, the preferred ground, is worth 3 laps to go. McCullough with a little bit of the advantage going into 3. Jason Maines trying to get clear. Oh, we've got a wreck coming out of 4. A lot of trucks involved. Only 5 survive it, it looks like. And 1 driver getting snuck through there a little bit. There's still wrecking coming through to the tri-oval. Go back and have a look at this. It's the 19 of Autumn Koger getting spun there, but they're already spinning coming out of 4. I seen with the 5 of Matt Bunker. This incident starting somewhere with him. Yeah, Navarro, Matt Baker. Don't know who got into who originally. Oh, yeah, there we can see off to the left there. Baker getting 4 wide a little bit. Way too tight in that position. And then the 42 just got him spun around. Daniel Eberhardt in the 90 almost has it cleared. And then Autumn Koger comes down and gets him. Just a couple of trucks making it through with no damage. And here it looks like it's mostly cleared up. And then they collected again coming to the tri-oval. Big wreck at Talladega. And that will put us under our first green flag, green-white checkered scenario. Several drivers still having backup truck on the trailer. There you can see the 5 coming down. He gets into the 01. Then the 01 shoots to the outside wall. Collecting the 19, the 4, several others with him. Not a horrible incident, and then you can see the 90 coming up there. Driver's having a post-wreck crash into the tri-oval. That probably just coming from a difference of speed. Some trucks tore up more than others. Somebody's not going quite as fast as you think they are. You get into them and start another accident after the fact. So, drivers given us ample opportunity to take a commercial break towards the end of this race, so we're going to take advantage of it, and we'll be right back.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
We've had, I think. Back here at Talladega. We'll have a look at our timing and scoring and see if that drug out any drivers from the race. Michael Daly being showed 2 laps down. Imagine he had to tow back. Christopher Blanchard 1 lap down. That caution did get Ray Rittenhauer back on the lead lap, so he gets a chance to win this now. Showing 20 drivers of 22 on the lead lap. '77 is Sean Hill, your leader now. Kenneth McCullough in the 03 will restart outside of him. Pace car lights are off. Von Morris Jr. holding down the 3rd position. Matthew Lee in the 04 still in 4th. Glad to see he was able to recover from his earlier race incident. Christopher McCullough will restart 6th. Jeffrey Ford's got his 95 machine up into 7th position. David Sheets in 8th. Ian Martin will restart 9th. And Ambrose Nebel will restart in 10th. A lot of good drivers finding themselves to the rear of this pack for this 2-lap shootout. Not really the place you want to find yourself as the pace car pulls down. Gives control of the race to Sean Hill. Our first green-white checkered of the night at SIMCAR.
Green flag, green flag.
The green flag is out for Sean Hill. We're racing again. Looks like the outside line getting a little bit better jump than the inside. Lee pushing McCullough in the outside line. Bottom line getting good momentum going down the backstretch. 3 wide again for the lead is Hill, McCullough, and Lee. For Christopher McCullough pushing Kenneth McCullough. I'm sure that's who he wants to see in his rearview mirror. Haven't seen much of Christopher at the front of this thing all night. Good to see him there now. Looking back at the motor there. Everything looks good and tidy. Pretty equal are the 3 lines right now. We're on the final lap. This race is official. 04 in the top lane, losing a little bit of momentum going down the backstretch. Will they go 4 wide through 3 and 4? Still through 3 wide through 3 and 4. Oh, Lee gets turned. Massive wreck behind the leaders. That's going to put the 77 in the lead with Ron Morris Jr. behind him in the 76. McCullough and Baker will finish 4th and 5th. Looks like that got Dylan Jones into the top 5. Massive wreck coming to the finish. Sean Hill picks up your win in the 77 tonight. Great race overall by these drivers. 2 cautions tonight. We'll go through your finishing rundown here. 77 of Sean Hill picks up the win tonight. Ron Morris Jr. in the 76 will finish 2nd. And the 03 of Kenneth McCullough will finish in 3rd. Matthew Baker finishes 4th. Dylan Jones finishes 5th. 6th position finishes Jacob Skoto. Autumn Koger will finish in 7th. Jason Maines finishes his night in 8th. 9th position we have Daniel Eberhardt. And David Sheets will round out the top 10. Raymond Rittenhauer finishes in 11th. Mark Londell will finish 12th. And Ambrose Nebel finishes 13th. 14th position finishes Matthew Lee. 15th is Jeffrey Ford. Andrew Navarro will finish 16th. 17th position finishes Ian Martin. John Corbett finishes 18th. 19th is Jimmy Socks. Rounding out your top 20 is Christopher McCullough. 21st is Christopher Blanchard. And 22nd finishes Michael Daly. Another great race at SIMCAR tonight. From everybody at SIMCAR and KCDI Studios, we wish you a good night and thank you and the drivers for joining us tonight. We'll see you again next time. Have a great night.